नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू फाइनेंस स्कॉलर। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द एमएल एंड केवाईसी compliance in banking, most important previous year MCQs and samples. So friends, we have collected some 100 questions that is really important in IBF AML KYC exam. So here we have collected you for all 100. So now I start with first one. Which of the following is not a component of dirty money? Raising money through drug trafficking, raising money through multi-level marketing firm, raising money through arm dealing and antique selling. So the right answer is B. Raising money through multi-level marketing is not a dirty money. Next is, as per Rule 9(1) of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, the bank shall capture the customer KYC record and upload them onto the CKYC R within how many days? 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, 90 days. So the right answer is 30 days. Which of the following statements is true about Know Your Customer regulation? KYC means Know Your Customer. It was introduced under the PMLA Act. KYC process includes ID card verification, face verification, document verification such as utility bills as proof of address and biometric verification. Bank must comply with KYC regulation and anti-money laundering. So all are true. E option is correct. Fourth one is, a small account opened under sub rule 5 of the PML rule 2005 has the following feature except: the aggregate of all credit in a financial year does not exceed 1 lakh. The aggregate of all withdrawal and transfer in a month does not exceed 10,000. The balance at any point of time does not exceed 50,000. Or submission of KYC document is mandatory. So the right answer is D. KYC document submission is not mandatory in a small account. For 1 year, it is with your photograph and the area where you work. It is basically for a small laborers. Okay, then after 12 months they will ask you for KYC. If you are not unable to provide KYC, you will be get a 1 year extension with a declaration. So next is, read the following statement regarding the maintenance of records under the Prevention of Money Laundering Maintenance of Record Rule 2005. All cash transaction of value more than 10 lakh or its equivalent in foreign currency, all series of cash transaction integrally connected to each other where the monthly aggregate exceeds 10 lakh, all transaction involving receipt by NPOs of value more than 50 lakh, all suspicious transaction made in cash only. So first, second and third is the right answer. Okay, so A is the right answer. First भी सही है, second is also right and third is also right. But fourth one is not, because we have to report all type of transaction which are in suspicious nature, not only cash. As per the definition of offense of money laundering under the PML Act 2002, which is the false statement: whosoever directly attempts to indulge, whosoever indirectly attempts to indulge, whosoever unknowingly assists or unknowingly is a party, whosoever is actually involved in any process or activity connected with the proceeds of crime, whosoever subsequently project it as a untainted property. So the right answer is whosoever unknowingly assists or unknowingly is a party. Which of the following is not a key element of KYC policy? Customer acceptance policy, risk management, customer identification procedure, monitoring of transaction, quick customer grievance resolution. So this is not a part of KYC policy. So right answer is quick customer grievance resolution. As per KYC policy 2024-25, which of the following are not classified as low risk customer? Salaried employee with a well defined salary structure, government department, statutory bodies, high net worth individual with identifiable source of income, government owned companies. So right answer is high net worth individual with identifiable source of income. So they are not classified as low risk customer. So D is the right answer. Regarding controlling ownership interest, ownership entitled to more than 10% of share or capital in case of company, ownership or entitlement to more than 10% of capital or profit in the case of company, trust or beneficiary with 15% or more interest in the company. So all first, second and third are correct. In case of share capital in company 10% होना चाहिए, okay, and in case of ownership, in case of company 10% of capital भी होना चाहिए और profit में भी होना चाहिए, and in case of trust, trustee with 15% or more interest is called controlling ownership interest. So both first, second and third is the right answer. Which of the following documents are not to be obtained while opening account of foreign national employed in India? Visa, employment letter, unique identification number issued by their native country. So right option is answer C. Unique identification number issued by their native country is not required. As per KYC policy 2024-25, a customer is defined as a person or entity that maintains an account or has a business relationship with bank. One of those behalf the account is maintained, beneficiary of transaction conducted by professional intermediaries as permitted under law. So all of the above is a right answer. In respect of KYC complaint account where the customer has not submitted PAN, Form 60 debit transaction will be frozen only when credit balance exceeds 5 lakh, deposit after November 9, 2016 exceeds 2 lakh, exemptions are not granted to government, consular office, etc. as per IT rule 114B. So right answer is first and second. Okay. While handling accounts of tour operators, travel agents, if the branch find that the turnover is inconsistent with the declared turnover, which step should be initiated? Call for document evidencing tie-up arrangement by the tour operator. Call for a credit report on the overseas tour before any outward remittance. Obtain the passenger list and insist on passport copies for verification. So right answer is all of the above. FATCA is an international government agreement, IGA, between India and USA, United States of America. So he is the right answer. We fill FATCA while making CRM or custody of the customer. So there, this is an agreement between India and USA. Identify the incorrect statement regarding reporting transaction to the FIU India. CTR must be submitted monthly before the 15th of the succeeding month. CCR counter fees fiat currency report must be submitted monthly before the 15th of the succeeding month. STR must be submitted before the 15th of the succeeding month. NTR non-profit organization transaction report must be submitted before the 15th of the succeeding month. Cross-border wire transfer report must be submitted before 15th of the succeeding month. So right answer is C. STR suspicious transaction report must be submitted before the 15th of the succeeding month. A shell company means a company incorporated in a country where it has no physical presence. A company incorporated in a country where it has physical presence. A company incorporated outside India where it has a physical presence. A company incorporated outside India with physical presence in India. So right answer is a company incorporated in a country where it has no physical presence. So A is the right answer. Which of the following employee behavior might raise suspicion in bank? Leading a lavish lifestyle that cannot be justified by their salary, consistently avoiding long leave or vacations, repeatedly neglecting to follow standard procedure and regulations. So right answer is all first, second and third. What is the term used to describe the act of informing a customer that their account are being monitored for suspicious activity or that a report has been made to the financial intelligence unit? So right answer is tipping off. Okay. Next is, which type of bank is incorporated in a country where it has no physical presence and is not affiliated with any regulated financial institution? So right answer is cell bank. Okay. Which part of an effective transaction monitoring process involves reviewing transaction conducted by a customer over an extended period of time? So right answer is answer A, analysis of transaction. How are non-profit organization or non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations or its agency classified under risk management? So they are categorized as a low risk customer. So answer A is correct. Which of the following organizations should not be allowed to open deposit or loan account at bank? So banned and terrorist organization listed by statutory authorities like Financial Intelligence Unit, like FATF Financial Action Task Force, like Agmento Group. These kind of statutory authorities or United Nations, those are banned. Those who ban these kind of organizations. Okay, so these kind of organizations are banned. So the right answer is answer number D. United Nations and Financial Intelligence Unit FATF. These organizations banned some of the terrorist organizations. Those are involved in drug trafficking, terrorist activities. Okay, so bank cannot open those kind of account or loan accounts. What is the minimum punishment prescribed under the Money Laundering Act for an offense? So that is 7 years. Which legislation defines the offense of money laundering, including actions like engaging in transactions involving property derived from crime? So the act is Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. C is the right answer. In the customer identification process, how often should customer data be updated? So once in a 2 year. So D is the right answer. For low risk customer, okay, and for high risk customer it is for low risk customer the KYC must be done in 10 year, and for low risk customer it is 10 year, high risk customer it is 2 year, medium risk customer it is 5 year. Which term refers to the practice of structuring transaction to keep amount below reporting threshold and building up similar transaction over time? So what we call this? Smurfing. Okay, answer D is correct. Which information must be available regarding a correspondent bank? Major business activity, bank's management, level of AML, KYC compliance. So right answer is first, second and third. All must be available as a information. Which of the following activity is considered high risk in banking transaction? Money transfer to unknown third parties. D is the right answer. According to KYC guidelines, which type of bank is prohibited from entering into correspondent banking arrangement? So right answer is a bank incorporated in a country with no physical presence and not regulated by a financial authority. So C is the right answer. Under the PMLA Act, how long must bank maintain record of transaction after their cessation? So 5 years. B is the right answer. As per KYC policy, bank should not allow professional intermediaries, example lawyers, accountants, to open or maintain account on behalf of client who are unable to disclose the true identity of the account owner due to confidentiality of obligations. So C is the right answer. Next है, under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, banks are required to maintain record of transaction under 10 lakh rupees 10 lakh even if the aggregate value of such transaction exceed this threshold in a single day. Rupees 10 lakh 1 month, above rupees 10 lakh 1 month, above rupees 10 lakh in a single day, rupees 10 lakh in a single day. So right answer is above rupees 10 lakh 1 month. In case of BSBD account opened as a small account under KYC guidelines, which of the following condition will not apply? Maximum balance can be 50,000, maximum credit in a financial year can be 1 lakh, monthly withdrawal or transfer is restricted to 10,000. So all condition will apply, first, second and third. D is the right answer. What is the term used for developing customer assessment that help identify the classify potential high risk customer? So the procedure we call customer acceptance, that comes under KYC policy. Who is responsible for filing a report to Financial Intelligence Unit India if the bank conclude that a transaction is suspicious? So the duty is of principal officer that is appointed by the bank. So A is the right answer. The government modified the Prevention of Money Laundering Rule 2005 to establish Central KYC Record Registry, CKYCR. A is the right answer. The government of India has designed to serve as and carry out the duties of Central KYC Record Registry. All regulated entities must collect KYC data for submission to CKYCR as per specified for individual and legal entities. So The agency name is CERSAI, Central Registry of Securitization Asset Reconstruction and Security Interest of India. Here is the right answer. As per RBI instruction on promoter group shareholding, it must be reduced to 15% within 15 years from the start of bank operation. So B is the right answer. Will receive, store, secure and retrieve KYC record in digital form for clients. Per the update rules, the KYC data stored can be accessed online by any reporting entity across the financial sector for establishing an account-based relationship. So CKYCR is the right answer. Regarding RBI rules on foreign shareholding in bank, it should be aligned with the prevailing FDI policy while meeting minimum promoter shareholding norm. Presently, the FDI investment limit is 74%. B is the right answer. X operate a current account with the bank and agrees to receive a check of rupees 10 lakh from B. Based on this amount, X issues 5 check of rupees 1.9 lakh each to 5 different people and retains the remaining sum as a commission. This type of activity is referred to as money agency transaction, money pipe transaction, money mule transaction, money flow transaction. So right answer is money mule transaction. Research on counterfeit currency indicates that fake Indian currency valued at are circulated annually in the market, with agencies managing to intercept only a third of this. So right answer is 70 crore. Which of the following statement align with RBI directive for counterfeit note detection? Bank notes presented at the counter or received in bulk at the back office currency chest must be verified for authenticity using machine. B. If the counterfeit notes are detected in tenders presented at the counters or back office, no credit should be granted to customer account. C. Counterfeit notes should neither be returned to the presenter nor destroyed by the bank branches or treasury. So all are the right answers. So this is the right answer. What is the purpose of customer risk assessment? So purpose is to assess the level of risk associated with each customer. So B is the right answer. Which of the following is not a typical risk factor associated with a high risk customer? Politically exposed person, non-profit organization, customer in low risk jurisdiction, customer engaged in cash incentive business. So right answer is customer in low risk jurisdiction. What is the purpose of customer acceptance policy? So the purpose is to establish criteria for accepting or rejecting new customer. B is the right answer. What is the purpose of independent audit of AML KYC program? The purpose is to ensure compliance with regulatory requirement. A is the right answer. Which of the following is not a key element of a sound AML KYC program? Customer identification and verification, ongoing customer monitoring, risk assessment and management, customer satisfaction survey. So D is the right answer. Customer satisfaction survey is not a key element of AML KYC program. What is the purpose of transaction monitoring system? To identify and report suspicious transaction. A is the right answer. Which of the following is not a typical red flag for potential money? So right answer is obtaining a mortgage from a reputable bank. What is the purpose of STR? To report suspicious activity to law enforcement. B is the right answer. Which of the following is not a typical method used by money launderer to conceal the origin of fund? Layering, placement, integration, customer due diligence. So D is the right answer. Customer due diligence is not a method used by money launderer. What is the purpose of KYC policy? Purpose is to prevent and detect money laundering and terrorist financing. B is the right answer. Which of the following is not a benefit of a strong AML KYC program? So right answer is increased compliance cost is not a benefit of AML KYC program. C is the right answer. What is the purpose of customer risk rating? Purpose is to assess the level of risk associated with each customer. B is the right answer. What are the specific KYC requirements for opening account for trust? Identifying the settlor, trustee and beneficiary, verifying the source of fund, assessing the risk associated with the trust. So all are the right answer. What are the risks associated with account opened by the professional intermediaries? Money laundering and terrorist financing, lack of transparency and accountability, increased operational risk for banks. So all are the right answer. What are the enhanced due diligence requirements for account of politically exposed persons? More stringent identity verification and ongoing monitoring, obtaining independent third party verification, enhance scrutiny of transactions. So all are the right answer. Next is, what are the key consideration of opening account for non face to face customer? So enhanced due diligence, obtaining additional verification document, implementing robust customer identification procedure. So D is the right answer. Non face to face customer, you can say those are not present in counter. So like you do KYC through video, etc. Next, what type of information constitutes qualitative data in the context of KYC? Right answer is information about the customer lifestyle and business activity. D is the right answer. What are the key consideration when opening joint accounts? Verifying the identity of all account holders, assessing the risk associated with each account holder, understanding the purpose of joint account, all of the above. So all are the right answer. What are the special consideration for opening of account for minor? Obtaining parental or guardian consent, verifying the identity of minor and legal guardian, setting limit for transaction. So all are the right answer. How often should bank review the KYC information of existing customer? So annually. A is the right answer. What are the special consideration for KYC procedure for low income group customer? Simplified KYC procedure, reduced fee of transaction, accessing to basic banking services. So all of the above is the right answer for low income group customer. What is the purpose of account monitoring? So purpose is to identify and report suspicious transactions so that money laundering and terrorist activity cannot be done. What is the purpose of customer research? The purpose is to gather information about the customer's business activity and financial situation. So A is the right answer. What are the key characteristic of suspicious transaction? So key characteristic is they are in large number, unusual or complex transaction with no apparent economic or lawful purpose. A is the right answer. Which of the following is not a typical method for identifying suspicious transaction? Transaction monitoring system, customer profiling, customer satisfaction survey, cash management system. So C is the right answer, customer satisfaction survey. What is the purpose of FIU India, Financial Intelligence Unit? So purpose is to collect, analyze and disseminate information about the suspected money laundering. So B is the right answer. What are the consequences of failing to comply with AML KYC regulation? So the consequences are reputational damage, financial penalties, legal actions by the controlling authority or regulating authority. So all of the above is the right answer. What is the importance of international cooperation in combating money laundering? To share information and intelligence across the border, to harmonize regulatory frameworks, to enhance the effectiveness of AML safety measures. So all of the above is the right answer. D is the right answer. Which of the following is not a key challenge in implementing effective AML KYC program? So इसमें से key challenge कौन सा नहीं है? So increasing bank profit is not a key challenge. All other are like keeping pace with evolving technology, managing the cost of compliance, obtaining accurate and reliable customer information is a challenge. Next, what is the role of technology in enhancing AML KYC compliance? Automating customer identification and verification process, improving transaction monitoring capabilities, enhancing data analysis and reporting. So all of the above is correct. How can bank ensure the effectiveness of their AML KYC program? So regular training and awareness program for employee, independent audit and assessments, continuous improvement and adapting to evolving risk. So all of the above is the right answer. What is the importance of ongoing training and education for bank employee on AML KYC matters? To ensure compliance with regulatory requirement, to enhance employee awareness and understanding of AML KYC risk, to improve the effectiveness of AML KYC procedure. All are the right answer. What is the future of AML KYC in digital age? Increased reliance on technology and data analytics, greater emphasis on customer experience, continued evolution of regulatory requirements. So all are the right answer. What is the abbreviation of the Financial Action Task Force? So it's FATF, we call Financial Action Task Force. Where is the headquarter of FATF located? So the headquarter located in Paris, France. How many recommendations does FATF have? So FATF has given 40 recommendations. So B is the right answer. According to RBI guideline, what are the 3 risk categories for customers? So the 3 risk categories are high, medium, and low risk customers. Which customer are typically categorized as high risk according to RBI guideline? Politically exposed person, non-profit organization, customer engaged in cash intensive business. So all are called high risk customer. What are RBI guidelines for opening account for companies? Verifying the identity of director and beneficial owner, obtain certified copies of incorporation document, assess the company's business activity and risk profile. All are the right answer. What are RBI guidelines for opening account of trust? Identify the settlor, trustee and beneficiary, verify the source of fund, assess the risk associated with the trust. All are the right answer. What are the RBI guidelines for opening account of firm? Verify the identity of partner, obtaining partnership deed and other relative documents, assess the firm's business activity and risk profile. So all are the right answer. Next है, what are the RBI guidelines for opening account for intermediaries? Verify the identity and credential of intermediary, assess the intermediary risk profile, ensure the intermediary complies and relevant regulations. So all are the right answer. Next is, what is the abbreviation of politically exposed person? So PEP, politically exposed person. What is the primary objective of customer acceptance policy? So primary objective is to mitigate money laundering, terrorist financing and fraud risk. B is the right answer. Which of the following is not prohibited under the PML rule? So opening of account for customer with proper identification. So C is the right answer. What does the RBI mandate regarding customer acceptance policy? Board level approval for each bank's KYC policy, outsourcing of decision making for KYC compliance, no need for periodic review of KYC policy, discouraging the use of technology. So right answer is board level approval is required for each bank's KYC policy. Which of the following is not a key element of KYC policy as per RBI guideline? Customer acceptance policy, risk management, customer identification procedure, customer profit maximization. So customer profit maximization is not a part of KYC policy. D is the right answer. What is the significance of risk-based approach of KYC ML? Right answer is it allows bank to allocate resource more effectively. A is the right answer. Which of the following is not a factor that impact MLTF risk? So bank's profitability is not a factor that impacts money laundering and terrorist financing risk. So B is the right answer. Which customer category typically carries the highest risk? Salaried employee, retired individual, politically exposed person, or student. So politically exposed person is a high risk customer. What is the purpose of customer risk rating? So purpose is to assign risk score to each customer based on various factors. A is the right answer. Which of the following is not a typical parameter considered for customer risk assessment? So customer's political affiliation is not a typical parameter. So B is the right answer. Which of the following product typically carries the highest risk? So cash credit, CC, carries typically high risk compared to saving account, fixed deposit and term loan against property. So C is the right answer. Which delivery channel generally carries the highest risk? Branch banking, ATM transaction, mobile banking, internet banking. So comparatively internet banking carries the highest risk. How often should the risk category of customer be reviewed? So risk category of customer be reviewed by the concerned institution annually. So A is the right answer. What are the key considerations for updating customer KYC information? Accuracy, completeness and timeliness, cost effectiveness and customer convenience, compliance with data privacy regulation. All of the above is correct. What is the purpose of enhanced due diligence? To simplify the KYC process, to apply a high level of scrutiny, to reduce compliance cost, to collect basic customer information. So right answer is to apply a high level of scrutiny to high risk customer. So B is the right answer. So thank you friends for visiting the Finance Scholar. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We are committed to bring you regular insightful videos that help you to take charge of your financial future. Thank you.